Hello, I'm Gordon Wells, and I've been making these Island Voices videos now for the past 4 or 5 years. We're coming to the end of the second series, which means that there are 150 different video clips now available online through the project blog, and there's also a fair amount of written material and audio material on there as well. Visitors to the blog will have their own views on what we've done so far. What I'd like to do now is actually look forward to what we might do next, building on what we've already done and continuing to work closely with community groups like Coram and Ambeper. The project so far has been about helping language learners, basically by recording or capturing speech, if you like. Now, the technology is changing very fast at the moment, and it means nowadays that pretty well all you need is a laptop and a camera, and you can be your own movie maker. And then once you've made your movie, of course, you can put it online through a site like YouTube, for example. And then once you've done that, you can collect your movies in any way you like and organize them in any way you like and put them on your own website or blog, for example. And that's great for language learners, because it means that wherever you are in the world, if you've got a decent internet connection, you can listen to the language and listen to the language as it is really spoken in the community. So what's that got to do with Island Voices, Coram and Ambeper? Well, from next year what we hope to do is set up a new scheme, Island Voices in the Community perhaps, which will encourage more people still to get involved in producing bits of language, whether it's written language, or recordings of audio or indeed video, and then making that available to a wider audience, a worldwide audience in fact. In this community here we possess quite a unique level of bilingualism. Certainly in a British context it's quite unusual that so many people will switch comfortably between two different languages, and it's something which others might look upon with some degree of envy, perhaps. And in that sense, we should perhaps be thinking of ourselves as a kind of model for others to follow. And if that's the case, then really shouldn't we be doing more to publicize ourselves and our languages? So what do we need in order to be able to do that? Well, maybe not much, in fact. A bit of training, perhaps, on the technology side or the language side, and then, of course, a website, so that we can present the work to the world. And this, of course, is where Coram and Ambeper come in. If you want some help, some training, then Coram will be there to provide that. And then, of course, once your piece of work is ready, it can go to Ambeper for publication. Now, that could be a piece of writing which is actually published in the paper itself, or it could be a piece of audio or video recording which could go on the Ambeper website. And this is the beauty of the internet. We would want this to be open to everybody. No one should feel, for example, that their English or their Gaelic isn't good enough for reproduction and therefore that they shouldn't bother even giving it a go. Help would be available with the technology or with the language, and nothing would be published until everyone was totally happy with it. Recording yourself is actually a very good thing to do if you're learning a language. And I've seen some very good work done by language learners. For example, the film made by the Polish and Latvian folk that work in Callan Shellfish. So if you're local and interested in having a shot at this, then please get in touch with me or with Coram or Ambeper. If you're further away, then there's still the project blog, so that we would be very interested in hearing comments and suggestions and ideas from folk further afield as well. We've got community groups in Coram and Ambeper who are in a position now to help both local people and people living away. So let's see if we can do something new and interesting which actually helps everyone.